literally in the same room together.
And and Astar has actually been on quite a run this tournament. He's beaten Fortil twice, and that's a really strong showing for him. He might not be a player that a lot of people outside of his region are familiar with, but after this tournament, definitely. So
I think so. I didn't know about him coming into this tournament. Stivo and I played against him in doubles with, who was his teammate? I don't remember, but they did a good job. Smart. Smart.
Racem, right?
Racem, yeah. He played with Racem. Smart. He's a smart Marth. He didn't come off as very aggressive, but threatening still.
Yeah. Oh,
but a
nice patience there by Stivo. Stivo, of course, we saw him earlier drop down to losers against a Marth. Caron, obviously Caron a higher ranked Marth than Astar, but that was I think Stivo kept it respectable. They're both from the same region, so you know they're quite familiar with each other's styles. And
definitely.
Sometimes that can make it harder for the player, you know, who's not the favorite, just because you have all those like years of being beat into submission.
Yeah, right.
So it can be like kind of hard to make yourself believe that you can win, but that's not the case here between Stivo and Astar.
No, I don't think so.
Clean slate.
Now, what kind of things is Stivo going to be looking for in this matchup, Nick? I know some of the specifics, just a few specifics, just from watching Stivo grind some tech skill, but overall the general game plan I'm not 100% familiar with.
Yeah, so in general, Stivo is a very methodical Falco, so he's always going to be behind his lasers and trying to, you know, like set up an opportunity to approach that he's familiar with, that he's labbed a million times. But other than that, like if the Marth goes into the air recklessly, then Falco has, you know, playtime. Other than that, you want to be conditioning the Marth not to jump and intercept your aerials, because obviously his hitboxes are longer than yours. But at the same time, you kind of have to take some gambles sometimes, and it can be very dangerous for Falco. But optimally what you want to be doing is doing super late aerials on Marth's shield, and then follow up with Shine and another aerial, putting on the pressure like that. Because Marth is a very tall and lanky character, so once you add a little bit of shield damage to him, suddenly you can get a lot of shield pokes. But then you're always risking, the shield grab if your tech skill is a little flawed or your positioning is off. So it's a risky game for Falco, but it's definitely a manageable matchup. But Astar, early lead here, gotten the better of Stivo so far. Comboed into that F smash tipper. Good kill confirmed by Astar, and see Stivo scratching his head.
Thinking what he could do differently. I did like his recoveries. I do think Stivo recovers really, really well against a lot of people. I know I did like what he was doing with Marth. Just very quick. He went onto the platform, went back to center stage. I like how he's taking center stage rather than trying to challenge him on the ledge, because obviously that's a very dangerous position for Falco to be in.
Also want to see Stivo try to mix up his laser heights, because Astar was getting quite a few power shields last game. So by mixing like high, low, medium lasers, it makes it harder for Marth to power shield as it changes the timing a little bit.
And there we go, off to a nice start.
Yeah, that's a perfect start to 0 to death.
Now, what do you think? Why do you think, as a counter pick, would Stivo go to Dreamland? More space, I think, maybe is a little bit better.
So more space definitely means that Astar can't cover as many of Stivo's options just by jumping at him with an aerial. So he has to get through a lot more lasers first. And also just Dreamland is a pretty good counter pick for any character against Marth, because Marth can still do stuff with these platforms, and we're seeing the newer school Marth do pretty well here. Zane is doing well. Caron that we saw earlier is pretty good on Dreamland as well. But a lot of those free platform F smashes and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about that on this stage. So he will probably have to settle for an aerial or settle for an up tilt, and that's just it's not the same level of threatening as a tipper F smash is on Battlefield or Yoshi's, for instance.
Okay, so given this counter pick, let's see.
Yeah,
what kind of stock? Yep, that's the stock. Okay. Given this counter pick, how do you think that Astar is going to have to adapt to this bigger stage?
Yeah, so Astar just needs to follow Falco around, which can be tricky because of the lasers and the hitbox everywhere, but Falco is a pretty slow-moving character. His run speed's not great. He moves obviously fast up and down, but horizontally not so much. So he needs to constantly, stay within that range where he's safe from Falco's back air, but he's close enough that he can interrupt him with aerials or jabs, F smashes, that kind of thing.
And also like you were saying, be close enough, but also to stay within the range of the lasers to prevent him from firing those lasers as well, you know?
Because if you're close enough to Falco, it becomes very dangerous for him to shoot out a laser. And you see there, Stivo had to respect it there, moved back, waited for Astar to overcommit with an aerial, and then came back in with the dash attack.
Okay.
Oh, and Stivo lets him down. That's a really bad spot for Marth when he's above Falco like that. Rising back airs from Falco is just so hard to deal with.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too, when Stivo is firing these lasers, when he's going at the laser game, trying to control that space, I'm really curious. I'm watching, I want to notice more how Astar is getting in and around those lasers. I want to see what angles he's coming at. You know, I want to see if he's going, where he's going with his approaches.
See here, trying to make it back. Stivo not committing to this edge guard, lets him back on, still has him in the corner, and trying to wall him out with back airs. That's one of the ways to punish, you know, overcommittal. Like the opponent is a little desperate, they want to take space. You just short off back air, and they're going to regret that real quick. Coming down with the laser there, Stivo.
I'm noticing how Stivo's kind of crossing him up. He's crossing on, even on the top platform where he, you know, Marth was on the right side, he comes down and comes back out. Stivo comes back out on the left side. It's really, really nice.
Oh, Stivo going for the F smash there. Could have maybe connected a down air. Like, even a trade would have been good for Stivo there. But I'll start keeping this combo going. But again, Dreamland not letting him convert too well off the top here.
I think it feels like to me Astar wants to close the stock out as quickly as he possibly can.
Yeah, and that's going to leave you open when you do that. So the Marth killer coming in here and cleaning it up for Stivo. Right. 2-stock win and 1-1 in the set so far.
1-1.
So that's obviously Stivo's strongest counter pick, and you would expect Astar to go FD, but FD not as dominant in this matchup as it is versus Marth, for instance, just because Falco has more ways to punish, you know, punish you for the lack of platforms and the large horizontal space. But you see, every time Stivo jumps too high, like he spends a double jump or he full hops, you see Astar just sprinting in, trying to get underneath him, because that's where Marth wants to be. He wants to be below Falco. He
had the read right, didn't quite, was just a little bit too slow in the execution, I think, but
getting a little swingy here now. Stivo hitting him with that daft, not going to do too much at 34. Oh, okay. Yeah, the down tilt, going to cover the side beat. Astar needs to get back up. Oh, and you see there, Astar sees that Stivo jumped from a bit too far away, telegraphed it a bit, just rolled in, took
Take
the
that center stage.
Yeah. Suddenly he's in a much better spot, but again, whiffing and Stivo with punishing.
Yeah.
Down smash, gonna seal the deal, and no tech from Astar. Yeah, grab here.
Oh, okay.
It gets out though. That's not bad. If you're Falco and FD, if that's all you get, you know, all the damage you take from a grab from the Marth, you got to be pretty happy with that, because that could have gone a lot worse for Stivo.
I thought he was gonna go into chain grabs there. I thought he was gonna.
Oh. Stivo actually hit him again with the front side of the down smash, which is less disjointed than the back side, but it was still enough for him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's huge behind Falco, so usually the Falco wants to turn around before that down smash.
Okay.
But didn't matter there. Tipper up tilt, going to kill him off the top. Quite unlucky by Stivo there. It looked like he was kind of derping with the shield a little bit.
Yeah, I think he knew that too. I think he kind of shook his head there. Nice approach. That was a cool approach. A little backflip, back air.
Through the lasers.
A little bit of style there.
Yeah. Summoning his own, his inner Catherine Zeta-Jones. That was the action movies in the late 90s.
Yo, that's so true, dude. I totally forgot about that. But now that I'm remembering, it's like, oh my god, I forgot how big she was. Oh, that was a nice, just juggling in.
Oh, and the F smash, even non-tippered, gonna kill him off the top there. Oh, some frame skips. See here, up throw, bad for Stivo. Oh, and that's and he barely makes it back. Genius,
nice,
big brain Falco main. Yeah, dash attack, gonna kill him off the top. Up there, that's the Stivo special. And this is definitely something that should give Stivo confidence, because this is Astar's best stage, and he
just missed the angle.
Yeah, he was in like, you know, reach of winning it. I don't know if there was an angle that would have saved him there, because the get-up attack, it takes up a lot of time.
Okay.
So I think even if he was closer to the ledge, he still wouldn't have grabbed on.
Okay.
So what he needed to do was start his uppy a bit higher, so you can mix up between going straight to the ledge with the sweet spot or landing just above the ledge.
Okay.
It makes it trickier for Marth.
So what do you think? What do you think? Where do you think Stivo's thinking? What do you think he's?
So it's 2-1. Yeah.
Battlefields.
Okay. It's not the worst idea in the world. Obviously, both characters' recovery is a bit limited here, but the platforms are also good for both characters. Like Falco's shield drop game is really good here because his you know, really high fall speed, and combined with tall platforms favors him. But at the same time, you know, Marth, like I was talking about, he can get those bread and butter like platform tech chase tippers here, which can end Stivo's life very early.
Ooh.
Good clank, getting down.
Interesting. He went for that side B on that under that platform. I think he may have wanted something else.
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised that Stivo wasn't going for the slide off DIs.
Yeah,
because that's something I've seen him practice in
exactly.
with my own eyes.
That's one of the very few specifics that I know he's been working on.
Here, and the duck, really smart by Astar. They ducked under the nair, so he got a, you know, cross up without going for it, and just F smashed him right off the stage. Tie game here. Trying to get something started. It was a good jump by Astar to get away from that up tilt. Stivo hesitating a little bit too much there, allowing Astar to get back onto the stage. There we go. Those walling back airs. It's definitely one of Stivo's signature moves.
Oh my god, it's so hard. I literally don't know what to do with it. Trying to cross him up with some rolls.
Again, Stivo just conceding.
Controlling that space.
Yeah. But he already had center stage there, and Astar was trapped, and he just gave up like the whole stage to Astar.
I wonder if he was going. I'm not sure what else he would have been going for. I think he maybe just got caught back in there.
Yeah. See Astar again trying to close the distance. Gets a grab, but a bit too late with that tech chase F smash. Oh, that's a big deal. That down tilt. Yeah. See the get up attack just takes up the whole time.
That's right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that you're right. That wouldn't have worked the last game.
But I think, you know, these down tilts that Astar seems to be going for a lot when he's edge guarding. Stivo can play around that by shortening a bit more, but he's not the most short and heavy Falco. A little bit to his detriment, especially in this matchup. Stivo once again assuming his laser game. Good DI by Astar to get away from Falco's combo there.
And I like how Stivo mixes up. Stivo's movement is very trippy to me. It confuses me a lot because I never know exactly what he's going for.
Yeah.
You know, he's really good at deciding when to fire those lasers and when to go in.
Yeah.
And he has no problem just waiting back there and firing those lasers, waiting for that one opportunity.
Oh, and that's going to be the stock, most likely. Will Stivo let him back from this? Shouldn't. No. All right.
All right.
Let's see if he can force game 5 here. Oh, and that's a shame, yeah. He needed to DI a bit different on that first forward air to get away.
Where do you think you would have DI? Anywhere but I don't know.
Yeah, so during his side B, he should have been trying to DI out in case he got hit, because he ended up too close to Marth at that percent, and he just allowed Astar to confirm into that F smash. And you're never going to live that F smash. So the solution is to get away from the F smash. But it's scary, you know, DIing out. All right, Stivo. First game 5.
Nice down tilt. Yeah, a nice F tilt.
Lets him back on though.
I thought he was going to do back air. Yeah, he's looking for that back air.
There it is, yeah. And you saw Astar just a bit too much in the air towards the end there. He was scared, didn't want to deal with Falco's pressure, so he was jumping high, and that's exactly where you don't want to be against Falco, because Falco jumps high and he jumps fast, and he has really good aerials. So just get out of the air, get down on the ground.
That's right.
And even when you get hit on the ground, you can still tick it, because Falco doesn't really kill off the top much unless he goes for a down tilt or an up smash. But not really the matchup you go for that either. Just, you know, so you don't want to be in the air, and Astar learned his lesson, hopefully. next we go to Yoshi's for Game 5.
Okay.
So this is a typical Marth counter pick, but this is not a bad stage for Falco either.
So
you know, Stivo likes killing off the top with Shine off the top, you know, up air off the top, and on Yoshi's that's going to be available for him.
Marth's sword, it's crazy how much space it covers on this stage. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was really sour DI by Stivo.
Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting to get hit by that at all.
I don't even know if astar meant to do that.
Yeah.
It felt like one of those things that was very
See if Stivo can
accidental, but works out.
Yeah, definitely. Take those.
Jab reset.
Oh, big combo by astar here. Can Stivo get out? And he finally does. Needs to clean up this stock quick. You see, astar so desperate to close the distance there. Even like air dodging straight at Stivo, trying to get there. Stivo settling for a nair there. Might be enough. Trying to get the down smash edge guard, but it was a bit too late off the ledge to get it.
And I can see the respect that astar is showing Stivo with these counters. He's really expecting Stivo to come in. And that's one of the things I like about Stivo's gameplay is that he just doesn't when you expect him to come in, he just doesn't do it.
Good rising bear from the ledge from Stivo there. Invincible bear. astar needs to be careful for that when he's recovering.
Now, normally, characters, so for example, Sheik is terrible. If Sheik's on the top platform, Marth's on the bottom, that's a terrible position.
Yeah.
What do you think about the position of Falco on the top platform against Marth?
Much better, because he's faster coming down. He has better hitboxes covering below him, and you know, is just generally a much better character at making it down. You know, like, yes, he can get juggled too, but he has a better trade options. He has better, you know, threatening options, and you know, just the speed alone makes it much harder for Marth to keep him above him. So the top platform is not going to bother Stivo too much. Oh, big combo by Stivo here now. Almost tied up the game. And there we go.
Keep it going.
Oh, and he could have gotten
nice grab. And the DI, the smash there with the Shy Guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Threw him out further than he wanted. He definitely expected to be thrown out shorter.
Yeah. The Shy Guys, one of the arguments for banning the stage is Shy Guys, because they really affect the game, and there's no rhyme or reason to when they're going to appear either.
There we go. Shine off the top, like you said. Let's go. All Game 5, last stock. That's what we like to see here.
This is exactly what we want to see. Stivo has all the momentum right now, but astar has shown that he doesn't necessarily care about that. All he needs is one juicy F smash with Stivo without his jump. Okay, can he clean up this edge guard? Down smash. That's not going to be enough, though. And
Randall's there to help him out.
Yeah.
Who does Randall prefer?
All right, lasers. Stivo not rushing in headless, mindlessly. Oh, and he messed up his tech skill there. That could have definitely been... and he gets him off the top.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Yoshi's story, that was astar's pick, but it was Stivo killing off the top. So,
and like you mentioned earlier, Stivo does like to kill off the top there. We saw it once with Shine, we saw it with up air.
Exactly.
Nice.
So,
well
astar,
done.
maybe FOD next time, maybe Pokemon, because,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yoshi's against Falco, it's always a gamble, you know? Like, yes, you have all the F-Smash stuff with the platforms, and yes, it's a small stage, so you set up more edge-guarding situations, but Falco can edge-guard you, too.
Exactly.
You know? And
I think it works both.
Yeah.
Like what you're saying, I think it works both for...
I think it's a better stage for Marth in NTSC, because then you can convert to the, or, you know, take advantage of the fact that you're closer to the ledge at all times, so you're always closer